Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the afternoon session, live trading session. I was trying to see how many persons will join us, but I think we can start now. This is something we do every day, so I expect that others will be joining us very soon. So let us go straight into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so what you see in front of you is the dollar index, right? We have the dollar index showing us the performance of the dollar over the course of on the daily time frame, right? What you'll notice here is that let me zoom in a bit. Good. So, yeah, the major news that will be coming up in the market is CPI. CPI will be coming up much later. That's on Wednesday. So apart from that, I think that we really need to look at the market technically. And if you check the dollar index, you will see that she has resumed some kind of fall, in the sense that after she pushed up to this point, you know, she broke structure, okay, by making a lower low here, right? She fell down to this point, retraced, and gave a lower low. So she broke this structure. Now the dollar returned after I made this low, it returned back to this point here and was rejected and seems to be falling. So technically the dollar index might likely continue that bearish move, right, in the market, And if this is how the market continues tomorrow, it's very possible that even the fundamentals may um, agree, may actually agree with that move. But that said, the dollar index is bearish. Right now, it's on some kind of support. At the moment, it's on some kind of support. But I personally expect that where we'll be watching out for the dollar index is one. That's 104.915. 104.915. I think that's your watch out. If the dollar breaks that point, then may likely continue selling. But yes, you have bearish pressure in the market right now, and currently the dollar is on the support, but is yet to be seen if it will break that support or not. So that said, and that's why, considering how well the dollar is selling right now, is you would not be surprised to learn that Euro USD has been trading upwards. Euro USD has been trading bullish, at least for the better part of today. And apart from that, Euro USD seems to have broken structure. What do I mean? If you check Euro USD on 1 hour, which we are now, you see that Euro USD has kind of been resisted from this point here, right? Been rejected from this point here. And even give an inverted hammer and all that, but it's sold a bit, but it has broken structure. It has broken structure, it has broken above this point. So what am I going to do? Personally, for me to take advantage of this buy in Euro USD, I would expect it to return back to this point. I expect Euro USD to return back to this point, and from there, that is where I'll be looking out to buy Euro USD from. If it returns back to this point, I would expect it to actually buy. So for Euro USD, I will be looking out for a buy from 1.07880. I'll be looking out for a buy in Euro USD from 1.07880. Personally, I feel like if it comes towards that place, I can now consider buying it. I can consider buying it from 1.07880 and look out for around 10 to 15 pips. Yes. So if I'm buying from 1.07880, I'll be considering buying till around, looking out for profit of around 15 pips. looking out for a profit of around 15 pips. So personally, I'll be looking out to buy Euro USD for 1.07880. Look out for around 15 pips of profit. Okay, that's how I'll trade it. Now, in terms of looking out for a sell, I'll only look out for a sell if price can close below. I only look out for a sell if price can close below 1.07 730. I only look out for a sell if price can close below 1.07 730. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm looking out to sell below. Now, Euro USD gave us an inverted hammer. Gave us an inverted hammer at this resistance and kind of closed bearish, which was something like a confirmation, although even this confirmation itself was like a hammer, right? So if I'm going to be selling, I'm going to be selling below that point. So I'll be looking out for myself from 1.07750. I'm looking out for myself from 1.07750, and I'll look out for around 10 pips of profit. I'll look out for around 10 pips of profit. I look out for around 10 pips of profit. Okay, so I'm going to be buying Euro USD from 1.07880 with around 15 pips in mind, and I'll be looking out for a sell on Euro USD for 1.07750 with around 10 pips in mind. Okay, so that's Euro USD. Let's move on. Let's look at USD CHF. So USD CHF, guys, USD CHF, bearish, although not fully bearish yet, but you can see from this daily time frame, you can see how the candle has been suffering some level of bearish move, right? So there is still a lot of bearish pressure in the market. You understand, especially with the dollar. There's a lot of bearish pressure in the market with the dollar. So if we look at it, let's see how price has been faring. Now, for some days now, price has been ranging. USD CHF has been ranging. So we've not gotten a very clear move as regards how it should go, because the market has actually been ranging. But right now you will see that USD CHF has a kind of support below this point here. It's not been able to break below this point for some time now. So personally, there are two ways I would love to sell USD CHF, considering that dollar is kind of weak. There are two ways I would love to sell USD CHF. Now, let me show you. The first one is I noticed a fair value gap somewhere, which I would like to use as an advantage to sell. And that is somewhere here. I noticed a kind of fair value gap somewhere here. Okay, I noticed a kind of fair value gap somewhere here. And so I feel like if USDCH everyone comes back towards this place, it will be rejected. If it comes back towards this place, it will be rejected. So it's either I'm selling from that point or I'm keeping my eyes on. So there are two places now. For instance, I'll either be looking for a sell at 0.9650. I'm looking out for a sell from 0.9650. I'll be looking out for a sell from 0.9650. And if I'm selling from that point, I look out for around 20 pips of profit. 20 pips. 20 pips of profit. So either that or there's another place I can actually sell from. I can consider selling from 0.9750. No, the first place is 0.9650. The second place is around 10 pips above. That's 0.9750 or 740. 0.9650 is the first place I want to sell from. Second place I want to sell from is 0.9740. Okay, so that is USD CHF. Now, I said I'm looking out for a sell from 0.90750. For that, I'll be looking out for around 20 pips of profit. And I also look out for a sell from 0.90650. For that, I'll be looking out for around 20 pips of profit also. I'm also trying to see if this point we marked, this point where we marked now, guys, also just to add to this, you see, if price can break, now let me explain something to you, and just listen attentively. This is not about entry point now. Now you see how USD CHF, after pushing up like this 30 minutes, after pushing up and giving us this series of high, it drops down, gives us this low, gives us the first low, gives us a lower low, gives us another lower low, So it seems like there is bearish pressure in USD CHF. So what I'm saying is that the reason I'm saying this is that if price, you see this, the last place price came down to and rejected upward, anything that makes price to break below here, not even close, anything that makes price to fall below that point, the best that price, if price falls below that point, price will return back to take liquidity from there and begin to what, head further down. So there is still there's still a very good sell ahead once price closes or once price trades below 0.90470. Once price trades below 0.90470, there is still at least 20 pips of sell that USD CHF will likely sell further. Once it sells below 0.90470, we still have at least around 20 pips of sell for USD CHF. Okay. So that's that. Now, that's Euro USD, USD CHF. Let's look at USD JPY. We're still expecting, but remember that the last time we said about USD JPY that a good place to actually look out for a sell is when it is overbought. A good place to look out for a sell is when it is overbought. It's not overbought on the RSI, but given the bearish nature, given how the dollar index has actually sold, I'm trying to look out across different time frames to see where we could expect what we could expect USD JPY to do further, right? So personally, looking at how weak the dollar is when we check the dollar index, I will not mind USD JPY actually selling. But the truth is that if you notice, like I always say, where you sell from is actually very, very important. Now, look at the performance of USD JPY. For some time now, USD JPY has been rejected from this point, so many periods of time. So there is actually is a there is a there is that resistance is very strong. You understand? And me, if I want to look out for a sell, I'll be selling below this hammer and confirmation. I feel like USD JPY is still going to sell. I feel like USD JPY is still going to sell further. So what I would advise is that I could actually sell USD JPY from 155.680. I could sell USD JPY from 155.680 and look out for around 15 pips of profit. So I could sell USD JPY for 155.680. Could sell it for 155.680. We look out for around 15 pips of profit. Okay, so if I'm selling from 155.680, I'll be looking out for around 15 pips of profit for that sale. You understand? For the buy, I would still advise that I advise that we use our RSI as a point line, as a pointer for the buy. So if my RSI is overbought on USD JPY, I can look out for a sell. Sorry, if it's overbought, I can look out for a further sell. But right now, buying USD JPY, I do not really have any confirmation yet, except if USD JPY somehow can break above um if it can break above 156.430. If it can break above 156.430, then I could consider buying it. Buying it around 15 to 20 pips in mind. But personally, my bias for this instrument right now is, yeah, it's bearish. My bias is actually bearish. The price being rejected at that verified resistance, I will not be surprised if it gives me a fall to get USDJ per actually falling further. You understand? Then finally, let's look at um okay. So GBP USD, just like Euro USD, has been experiencing a bullish move right now. Good, clearer chart. If you look at it on 1 hour, it seems to have broken structure, but it's approaching another one. It broke this particular structure here. It's already approaching this particular point here, right? So this is somewhere to actually look out for. This is somewhere to actually look out for, where I feel like price could likely be rejected from here. But if the weakness of the dollar continues, then price could as well break this point. Okay. Now, two things I'm considering. Number one, that this point may look like a place where price was rejected not long ago and rejected sharply. You understand? So I feel like from here, price will actually pick that sell to head back, back down. Okay, so personally for GBP USD, I'll be looking to sell GBP USD from this point here. Let me look for somewhere where we got a very nice rejection. Good. So I'll be looking to sell GBP USD from 1.25 690. I'll be looking to sell it from 1.25690. That's where I'll be looking to sell GPUSD. I'll be selling it from that point. I'll be selling 1.25690. I'll be selling from 1.25690. And if I'm selling from that point, I'll be looking out for like a stop loss of around 15 to 20 pips. A stop loss of around 15 to 20 pips. If I'm selling from there, and then I'll be taking profit with at least 20 to from 20 to 30 pips. 20 to 30 pips is kind of profit I'll be taking. So I'll be looking out for a sell from 1.25690. Yeah. So I'll be looking out for to sell from 1.25690, the stop loss of around 15 to 20 pips, take profit of around 20 to 30 pips. Take profit of around 20 to 30 pips. Now expect it to sell from there. Now, if price actually breaks above your 15 pips stop loss, and that place you could actually watch out for, because all these places are made up of different resistances, and that place you could watch out for is 1.25930. 1.25930. If price approaches there, then I feel like that will be a very perfect double top from which price can head back down. To be a very powerful perfect double top for price to be rejected from that 1.25930. 1.25930, right? So let's move on from there. Okay. Okay. This is US 500 on the daily time frame, and we will notice that it continues to head to the upside. On the daily time frame, the US 500 is very bullish. And if that's the case, we might likely see it continue that is bullish run. It's so close to a resistance point, and so it's very possible that we get a, you know, it's very possible we get a rejection, right? Because it's so close to that particular resistance point there. But that said, there's still room for US 500 to actually push up. Okay, there's room for US 500 to push up. Let's look at it on 15 minutes. Okay, on 15 minutes, it has hit like a double top. Look at it. This is what a double top is, guys. Got here, was rejected, got here, so that might likely be the case. It might still be rejected. US 500 might still happen to be rejected. So I could actually sell US 500 from below that particular candle. I can sell from 5253. Good. So that's from 5253. I'll look out to sell till 5249. From 5253, I'll look out to sell till 5249. From 5253, I'll look out to sell till 5249. Okay, so that's that. Then US 2000. Sorry, just pardon me. Let me get a clearer chart. Good. So US 2000, just like US 500 is doing, you see US 2000 actually trading upwards, and it's approaching a kind of resistance. Look at it, it's approaching that resistance. That was where it was rejected from the last time, and it really sold from that point. You understand? Here, it really sold from that point. So it's very possible that that happens again, although that particular resistance point seems kind of above where price is right now. That is this point here. So this point, wow, for this guy, let's see. I'm very sure that if you were even using your 15 period moving average strategy, you would have actually made very good profit from US 2000 from the beginning of this move, when we got two consecutive bullish candles. When we got two consecutive bullish candles from here, could actually expect that US 2000 will continue to push up, right? So if I'm trading US 2000, I can actually buy from 2089. I can buy from 2089 to 2093. I can buy from 2089 to 2093. So I can have my buy stop from 2089 to 2093. Remember that US 500, US 2000, these are capital intensive instruments. So you need to be very careful when you're trading them. Well, I can look out for my buy from 2019, 2089 to 2093, right? That's where I can look out for buying US 2000. And when I talk about looking out for a sell, personally, I will not advise that we consider a sell until we see a candlestick pattern. Until we see a candlestick pattern, that's what will tell us that, that's what will let us know that price is going to sell. So, except if I get something like an inverted hammer and a confirmation, or a bearish engulfing, something like that around here, around this particular point here, I feel like, it's hard to tell when the sell will actually happen. But if I'm trading from 2089 to 2093, if I'm buying throughout that point, I want to really watch 2095. I want to watch 2095, like 2095.6. I want to watch that place. If price gets there and price cannot break above that place, if price cannot break above 2095, or if price cannot break above 2096, I will consider selling. That's if price cannot break above it. Price gets here, price is rejected, I will consider selling US 2000. Okay, so my buys for here is 2089, take profit at 2093, and my sell is around 2095 or 2096. And I'm saying that I'll wait for price to touch that. If price touches that place and price cannot break above it or close above it, then I look out for my sell. I look out for my sell. You understand? So that's how I will trade it. Well, let me see. For Euro USD, we said that Euro USD should return back to 1.07880 for us to look out for that buy, right? Price has not gotten to that point, but we still have price around that place. Also, we have USD hitting our sell still around there, 6 pips around where we entered the market. So watch and see once the US session begins, okay? Then finally, we'll look at oil. Oil, this is oil on 15 minutes. Let me look at it on daily time frame. Now, if you look at oil, you'll notice that after this bullish run that oil did, this bullish run that oil did, oil got here. From this place like this, oil sold, retraced, and sold lower. Retraced, sold lower. You understand? So it's already giving us that bearish, a lot of bearish sentiment, especially when Friday candle closed very bearish. You understand? Friday candle closed very bearish. You can see how bearish candle kind of covered up even the hammer and the confirmation that we had, right? So it's very possible that there is a lot of bearish move in the market. Also, if you check oil, you see this candle like a Maribozu candle that's bearish. Around the same place, a bullish Maribozu candle is. Okay, so you have a bullish Maribozu candle, you have a bearish Maribozu candle. Together, they will likely give you a pure doji. They'll likely give you a pure doji. But what we are going to do for oil, let's see. Actually look at oil from I could look to trade oil from, let me see, if we actually buy from this point here, this 83.60, even if it looks like it's a good idea, you'll notice that this is around where price has been rejected in the past. This place here, this is where price has been rejected in the past. So me personally, I'll be looking to sell oil from 83.80. That's the first place I'll be selling oil from. I'll sell oil from 83.80. Also I'll look out for a sell on oil from 82.70. I'll look out for a sell on oil from 82.70, and I'll be taking profit at 82.30. I'll be selling from 82.70 to take profit at 82.30. Okay, so I have two sell positions. My first sell position is from 83.80. 83.80. My second sell position is 82.70. Take profit at 82.30. To take profit at 82.30. That's how I actually look to trade oil. And not oil WTI, just oil. Okay. So remember that I said, back to checking the dollar index, remember that we said that for the dollar index, 104.910. 104.910 is a point we're looking. If price breaks below that place, then dollar will likely continue selling. Okay, the dollar will likely continue selling. So those are points where we are checking out, where we're looking out for. That's especially if you trade the dollar index. That's a point you want to look out for. You understand? We do not have much volatility today. Even if it's US session, although we just entered into it, so we cannot say anything yet, but we still have US 2000 looking towards the upside. Let's watch out for that buy. We have a buy on US 2000 at 2089, so let's watch out for that, right? Then US 500, we have a sell at 52.53. You have a sell at 52.53, right? Good. So let's watch out for those positions, right? Right now we have USD JPY and US 2000 that are already active, right? So we need to watch out and monitor them. Then I think we looked at oil already. We gave oil for 83.80. We gave also for 82.70. Those two zones, right? Those two zones are areas where we expect price to head towards. Now for US 2000, we'll see how price has approached that point and seems to be retracing around that place, right? So what you will do, if this retracement likely continues, let's say this is a 15-minute candle, right? And if US 2000 closes below, personally, I think the best US 2000 will do is come to this particular point here. I think the best US 2000 will do is come to this particular point here. I expect that it will likely come here. If at all it gets here, it should push up from this zone here, right? If it comes to this place here, it should push up from this zone. Okay, so this is where we're watching US 2000 to, right? That is price, that is price 2079. That's price 2079. Anything that makes US 2000 to close below that 2079, then you may want to now take a sell. But I still expect it to at least push up to test this particular point here. Then also do not forget that one other important way of trading these guys, this indices market, gold, also gold included, US 100, US 500, US 30. One very nice way that you'll be able to trade them, especially from now till Wednesday. From now to Wednesday, one of the best ways you'll be able to trade this instrument is to use 15 minutes time frame or scalping. You could actually scalp them on 15 minutes using the 50 period exponential moving average. Using the 50 period exponential moving average, I feel like that's a nice way, because as we approach Wednesday, which will be having CPI that Wednesday, as we approach that time, we likely get some reduced volatility in the market. Today we do not have any high impact in the market. We don't have any high impact. The next time we have high impact is tomorrow by 7 a.m. Claimant count change, and then we have PPI by 1:30 p.m. We have PPI by 1:30 p.m. And US Fed Chair Powell will be speaking by 3 p.m. Those are the only. Then I think PPI will move the market. Then maybe CPI, maybe CPI. But apart from that, the major fundamental we are having is on is Wednesday. Now by Wednesday, we have CPI. We have 3 data coming out at the same time: CPI, retail sales, and Empire State Manufacturing Index. CPI, retail sales. So from Wednesday, especially after Wednesday, we're going to get that very good volatility in the market. You understand? So you need to make sure you are on for that. Okay, you need to make sure you're on for that. Watch out for that particular move in the market, right? So of course, as we approach CPI, we will give you further information regarding it, right? I will give you further information regarding it. But as it stands now like this, what my advice will be is, for those high impact, for those very volatile market like indices and commodities, I advise you use your 15 period moving average to take advantage of those moves by scalping using the 50 period exponential moving average. Using the 50 period exponential moving average. For instance, now, just looking at gold, you will know that it's been rejected by this 50 period moving average there. So we're waiting to see how the next 15 minutes candle will turn out before you decide what to do. You understand? Before you decide what to do. Then USD CHF, just because thank God that we mentioned USD CHF and we said we're going to look out for selling USD CHF from 0.9 0.9650 and also 0.9750. But USDCHF has done something on 30 minutes. It has broken this structure. What do we mean? It has closed lower than this last point here. So there's a high chance that USDCHF might still sell further. There's a high chance of USDCHF selling further. That's, giving us a very bearish market. So another point you want to look out for selling USDCHF, another point you want to look out for selling USDCHF is from 0.90520. 0.90520. That's another place I feel that we can sell USDCHF from. 0.9520. And if I sell from there, from that 0.9520, since it has broken that structure, if I sell from there, I will be selling with at least 15 pips in mind to the nearest support. I'll be selling with at least 15 pips in mind to the nearest support. You understand? Right? So that is how I will advise us to trade today. Okay, that's how I advise us to trade today. So make sure that you apply proper risk management to your trades. Use appropriate lot size. Do not use lot sizes that are too much, and stick with instruments around your capital strength. You understand? But yes, that's how much we could take today. We will continue tomorrow 8 a.m. with this same link for the morning market review, and then any other information we need to pass across to you today will be sent via our WhatsApp channel. Thank you so much for your time. Bye for now.